Iroh is one of the greatest characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And he's one of the wisest and most kindest characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is shown through his ways of humility and his philosophy on peace. There are more than 10 videos on YouTube about Iroh's philosophy on peace, but today, I want to focus on how it applies to the two worlds of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, and how it works with our characters. We're going to be focusing on 4 characters: Zuko, Iroh, Azula, and Korra. Quick analysis on Iroh's philosophy. Iroh believes that when you help others, it's in a way helping yourself, finding your own peace. When you help others, you're accomplishing peace within yourself. This is shown when Iroh helped Zuko and Korra in both series. Iroh found this philosophy when he lost his son, and it is shown proudly well in the magnificent episode Tales of Ba Sing Se. In each scene, it is shown that he helps someone of different ages, starting with a young toddler, then some teenage boys, then a grown adult male. Near the end of the episode, all of this makes sense in one line: "Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you." Iroh failed to help his son, so he decided to help others. But this didn't happen overnight. It was a long process, unlike Zuko's. Before this series, Iroh was a man quite similar to his brother, who thought that power was everything, until he lost his son and reached his lowest point. Iroh had 3 choices: stay at the spot he was in and suffer, or not change for the better, or change for the better. Iroh chose to change, and it was for the better. Now moving on to Zuko's arc, yet still focusing on Iroh. Iroh found his peace. He could have settled in the Earth Kingdom and lived a peaceful life, but he decided to stick with his nephew and help him go through the same journey he did. Zuko was stuck in the same spot that Iroh was, and in the beginning of the series, Zuko was at his lowest point. Zuko didn't want to change. Zuko was stuck in a hole, and the Avatar was the ladder that Zuko needed to get back to the spot that he was originally in. Going down the series, Iroh taught Zuko that humility was the right way. In the episode Zuko Alone, Zuko didn't have to help that family. He helped them because he wanted to try out the humility and peace that Iroh was talking about. But at the end of the day, they're still out of war. Zuko's views of the world changed. He saw that his father's war caused harm. But at the end of the day, Zuko's stakes didn't change. He still wanted his father's love, and he still wanted to be by his father, even though he knows this war is wrong. So when Zuko chose his father's side, he chose the wrong destiny, and he was truly at his lowest point because no one was there for him. But Iroh was still there for him. He showed Zuko the corresponding destinies of their family: Sozin versus Roku, Iroh versus Ozai, and Azula versus Zuko. At that point of Zuko's life, he changed for the better, and Iroh didn't even think twice about forgiving him. When Zuko succeeded, Iroh succeeded. Iroh's arc in Avatar: The Last Airbender was to help Zuko. So at that moment in time, Iroh felt the biggest peace and happiness. Now moving on to Azula. Azula never knew how to love. She never knew what love was, because all her father was giving her was just praise, not love. And her mother wasn't even there for her because she was too busy on Zuko. Azula thought power and fear was everything. She convinced herself for so many years that power was everything that it became an illusion. So when reality hit, she hit her lowest point. She broke. That was when her friends betrayed her. After the TV series ended and it moved on to the comics, Zuko's mission was to help Azula. Zuko was supposed to be Azula's Iroh. Azula never wanted to face reality, but eventually she did, and not in the way you think. She faced the truth that power wasn't everything, so she found a new destiny. Not a destiny of good, but a destiny of manipulation. She wanted Zuko to be the Fire Lord that she wanted to be. Zuko failed to save Azula, and that's because he didn't take his time with Azula. He didn't give her that slow, gradual process that Iroh did. But at the same time, Azula wasn't open to change. There are 3 ways to find peace: through discipline, through helping others, and through certainty. Azula found her peace through certainty. She knew her destiny. Her destiny was to manipulate Zuko into being the Fire Lord that she always wanted to be. In a way, humbling herself. Last but not least, Korra. Korra and Zuko are very similar. Both angry, both not understanding, and both unhumbling. Korra had complex villains with amazing ideals that took them way too far. Korra's character arc was to go from prideful to humbling. Like Zuko, Iroh, and Azula, Korra was forced to change through a lowest point, and that lowest point came from Zahir. In the series, Korra always recovered by Amon taking her bending away and her avatar spirit getting ripped out of her. But when Zahir put her through so much pain, she couldn't recover. Korra fell in the tunnel, similar to Zuko. But unlike Zuko trying to climb up that hole that she fell in, she's just staying in the tunnel. And unlike Iroh, who tries to find the light through the tunnel a different way, instead of the same way he came from. In The Legend of Korra, no one really needed the Avatar. Korra was too prideful. She thought that the world needed her, when it really didn't. It's understandable, because she heard about how everyone needed Aang. So how did Korra find peace by helping others? It was with Kuvira. As a child, Kuvira was rejected by her own parents, truly alone. So it was understandable how she didn't want her nation to be alone. So Korra connected with her and tried to help her. After the Legend of Korra series, in the comic Ruins of an Empire, Kuvira goes through a redemption arc, and Korra is there to help her. When you help someone out, you remind yourself of your values and morals, and create a sense of peace within the community.
Sometimes the best way to solve your own problems is to help someone else.